Hello, 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 all. This is your Leo April 2021 Intuitive Tarot reading from the Good Witch. If you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment in love, okay? All right, y'all. We're going to look at your love, your finances, and a message from the divine. Mm-hmm. That's what we're gonna do. Um, I've missed y'all tremendously. I've been out of sorts, out of pocket quite a bit lately. I know I'm normally on here at least like once a week. So it's probably been about a month since y'all seen me. Maybe like 3 weeks. But that's abnormal for us. And I've missed you greatly. But y'all know more than most. Life happens and then we get through it. Sometimes we have to tap in, everybody has to tap into their Leo energy just to be strong enough to get through some things, because the places that it lies in my chart, I tap into it frequently. Okay, let's look at your love life. And the message from the divine is going to be all up and through this thing. I can already feel it. Y'all have this very calm energy right now. You have things to worry about that you're not necessarily stressing over. So what you need to do right now in your love life is step outside of your comfort zone. You're settling. You're content, but you're settling and trying to avoid arguments and pretend like you don't see things that you actually see in order to have this sun card, this ideal home, this ideal lifestyle, this ideal relationship of what everybody, of what, society says it's supposed to be. But it's not a bad settling. If it makes you happy, then so be it. But there's a pinch of you that feels like it's not because of love, it's because of interference from others and what you feel like you should be doing. You know me. If y'all are new here, if you've been coming for a while, you know that I'm gonna tell you that you should do what you want to do and live your life for you and what makes you happy versus what your parents, your siblings, your children want you to do. Because at the end of the day, you do what's best for them, but who's gonna look out for you and your mental health and your well-being? You've taken your focus off of something that was important to you. Maybe it's your school, your job, something that you really, your children for some of you. You've taken focus off of that to focus on maintaining this relationship, this subpar relationship, this 6, 7 out of 10 relationship. Okay, 6 or 7 out of 10 ain't bad, but you could do better. I mean, a 70 is a D. You're an A student. At least a B student, dang. Um, you think you can fix it by just offering your emotions and walking more slowly, being slower to respond, slower to react by doing less. When the truth of that is in the reverse. You make the situation better by doing more. Doing more. Do more. If you want to stay in this situation, then knock it from that 6 or 7 to that 8 or 9. Do more. By doing more for this person, you'll raise your own expectations of what needs to be done for you. And hopefully they reciprocate. Let's see. And this is for you whether you're in a relationship or whether you're single and seeing someone. Um, they don't feel like a king or queen. when they deal with you. Therefore, they don't treat you like one. They don't feel like you are passionate and lusty after them, like you just want to be with them and you're certain about that. So they don't give you that in return. Now, if you flip that, they don't feel oppressed by you, and they kind of want to. They don't feel like, you're trying to lock them down and keep them down. Even if y'all are married, they feel like if they wanted to go, they could go and you'd be good. And that nobody wants to really feel that way, even if they say they do. If you stop being in so much control and just actually do what you feel, those little cute thoughts that you have that you feel like, oh, that's just me doing too much. No, it's okay to do too much sometimes. It's not enough just to avoid arguments. Sometimes you gotta, take the extra step, put on that extra outfit, wear those heels that's an inch higher than the ones you normally wear. Send those flowers on a Thursday instead of a Monday, and don't not send the Monday ones. Meet her at the door with a bottle of wine or whatever, or a cup of tea, whatever it is that she likes. Wake him up to something extra. Do something, and do it more than once. Do it frequently, and make it the expectation. Make it the new lifestyle, and they'll reciprocate. They'll join in. Probably after they see that it's a consistent change and it's not just this one-time fluke thing, they'll join in. So you're gonna have to step out of your comfort zone in your love life. And it'll knock that relationship or whatever situation up from a 6 to an 8 or 9. And if you're single, don't get into a settling relationship. You're gonna have to stand in your strengths. You're gonna have to know what you want and stand on it. Yes, you're gonna have to know what you want and stand on it, and you're gonna have to not go into a situation where you're settling. If you know this person has someone else and you want to be exclusive, why would you step into that? Don't step into that. Because, not saying that it won't change, but you'll be stuck there for a while. Knowing that this person isn't your ideal of what you want. Don't just settle for something because you think you're supposed to have something, because everybody tells you you're supposed to have something. Oh, well, I'm 40, I should be married. Oh, well, I'm 30, I should be in a long-term relationship. Oh, well, I'm 25, it's time for me to get serious about life. I'm 18, so I should be in a steady relationship before I go to college. No. Make your own rules. Make sure that you become happy with what you want to do, and you don't settle, because you're creating or staying in a pattern of just taking whatever's given, and that's what you end up with. Okay? And please, did I say it? Yes. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment and love. Let's look at your finances. Okay, so your finances may be a little not perfect this month because of some flaky in and out energy. You've been controlling your spending habits, and then you haven't, and now you have, and now you haven't. You haven't been very decisive or about what you want to do. It's not a new beginning. Your ends are meeting. They're like looking at each other. They're real close. But you need to take action to push them over to where they need to be. What kind of action? Take control of your finances. Clean up some situations. Stop settling. stop giving so much. And sometimes we have to do things that we're not necessarily passionate about to get to that place of passion, to get to that thing we want to do. So if the opportunity has presented itself or presents itself for you to have this situation of growth where you know that it's going to benefit you, even though it's not ideally what you want to do, it's not going to hurt anybody else, but it's not something that you would just want to do, now is the time for you to dive in and do it. Just do it. Just get it over with. If you've been toying around with the idea of finishing out a class or school or something, now is the time for you to just dive in and do it. You already did the applications. You already got accepted. You already did everything. You just hadn't started. Or you started and stopped. It's time for you to keep going. If you got opportunity to have a contract job outside of your regular job, or you're being turned on to a different situation or a new side hustle or whatever the case may be, now is the time. And it's not something that you just generally would do. Now is the time for you to do that so you can get not just stable, but so you can get ahead of where you thought you were going. Because the journey is going to take you farther than you think it is if you take the right actions. And right now is grind mode for you. You have to adjust your lifestyle to go back into grind mode. You took a break. Time to go back. Let's look at your message from the divine. Worrying about the failure of a relationship, not because you want the relationship to be successful, but because you're more so worried about appearances. I think we talked about the same thing. I know we talked about the same thing in the love portion. It's showing up again. You're worried about the wrong thing. And this also says you're going to have a new romantic cycle with your person. And I told you before how to do that. But stick with them through their instability. You're going to have to change some things about yourself. And you're going to have to do it quickly if you want that to work. It's okay to be unstable for a little while, as long as you do those things that you know you need to do to become stable again. And honestly, for some of y'all, if you don't know what those things are, you might need a private reading, because it should just come to you right now. And if it's not coming to you, then we can figure that out together. But withdrawing your emotions, because withdrawing your emotions in the situations that you want to keep is not the way to keep it. Lashing out because you don't get your way at a situation that you want to be involved in is not the way to stay involved in that situation. Whether that situation be work, family, friends, loved ones, spirituality, it doesn't matter. Lashing out and basically throwing a mini temper tantrum is not the way to improve the situation. Tap back into who you really are instead of who you've become. Tap back into freedom. Tap back into that fiery nature, that person that you used to be. Even if the person that you used to be was quiet and in hermit mode most of the time, that was withdrawn into self, that liked to stay home and read a book. If that's truly who you are, tap back into that and stop trying to be what you think you should be. Be who you are meant to be, not who you should be. Okay. Peace, love, and light, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment and love. Thank you so much for being a part of my life. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of yours.